guys, so to start off, we're just going to take a look at all my imperfections, and then we're going to start with the LORAC POREfection Mattifying Face Primer. I'm going to focus it on my T-zone and then spread it apart all over my face. Then I'm going to go ahead and use the MAC Concealer palette and just cover up all my redness and my breakout area, which is really gross. If you know of anything that I can use to fix it, please comment down below, because I don't know why I have been breaking out so much lately. Then I'm going to go ahead and use the LORAC POREfection foundation, and usually use about 2 pumps, and of course I use my beauty blender for everything. So I'm just gonna dab it and shear it out with the beauty blender, because I don't want it too thick, but then I want a good coverage. So I usually just do 2 pumps, and then I would blend just so it could shear it out a little bit. Finally, gotta show you another one. So the coverage is pretty good with 2 pumps, but of course the pimple will not go away. Next thing I'm going to use is the Anastasia brow powder, and also the Anastasia Brow Wiz in the color, I think, dark brown for both of them. And I usually just line it up, and I get my eyebrows threaded, but that's another story. I'll probably never go to that lady again. I'm gonna try to grow it out so that they can reshape it for me, because it's seriously messed up. So then I will usually just draw it in first, and then I'll fill it in with the brow powder. And I can't do the light in the inner part of the brow, because she threaded some of my hair on that area. So I have to go ahead and kind of fill the whole thing in, which is embarrassing. But then anyways, so I'm going to use this LORAC holiday collection, which I know it sucks that they don't sell it anymore, but I do see it on Outlook like every once or twice a month, and then also at Nordstrom Rack I always see it too. So I'm just going to put a base color all over my lids just to make it smooth and easier to blend when I put the darker colors. You gotta keep blending. I then will take a darker, that color, and then we just put it on my crease just for more definition. And with darker colors, I don't like to use it all at once on my brush. I kind of like to build, just so it's easier to blend. I feel like if I put a lot, then it's really hard to blend later on. So I just build it to the color that I feel is appropriate. I then will take the darker color and I'll focus it on the outer corner of my eyes. And I have really small eyes, so I like to deepen the outer corner just to give it more dimension. And I'll just blend all over again. It doesn't have to be perfect. It can be a little bit messy for now, because you will be able to blend it out with a brush that has nothing on it a little bit later on. And you can make it more precise too, it just depends, but I just wanted to do it on the outer corner of my eyes, so that's why I did it that way. And then I'm just gonna add the greenish gray color that it has in the palette because I wanted to do the inner eyelids with something like a goldish green so that it's not just all like gray and black. So I just added that to my lids. Then I take a brush, like I said before, with nothing on it, and then I just blend. And then now moving on to the LORAC POREfection concealer. And I just do a V shape and my T-zone just to highlight my face. And I just use a regular foundation brush because then I'm going to go ahead and blend it with the Beauty Blender, of course. And then when I feel like it's okay, I usually like to set it with a setting powder because it just keeps it in place and it doesn't crease throughout the day. So here I'm using the Marc Jacobs Instamark Light Filtering Contour Powder, and I'll just put it everywhere that I put the concealer. And then we'll take this LORAC POREfection Baked Perfecting Powder in the color PF 4.5, and I will just lightly powder my face to set my foundation. But it's really just a tap, it's really nothing. I just do that just so my makeup will stay in place, especially because I know I'm going to be out in the sun, and in Texas your makeup tends to melt. So this one is the Kat Von D Locket Tattoo Liquid Eyeliner, which you will see that I'm running out, but I had another one. But this is the older packaging. She came out with a new one, which still works great. I just like it. I believe it's waterproof too. Had to throw this one away, so sad. But I have another one. And you can do a cat eye or a winged eyeliner, I mean, with this look, but I just chose to do a regular eyeliner just because a wing liner would, I think, look dramatic for my activity that day. I got this eyeliner by Ofra in black in a BoxyCharm one of the months, and I use it very often actually. It's really black and very creamy and very, very blendable, so I use it a lot, and it doesn't smear throughout the day or anything as long as I set it with like a powder. Anything really, could be nude powder. So right now I'm just trying to smoke it out a little bit, and I don't know what brush that is, but seriously it's like one of my favorite to smoke it out and lower it past my lash line. And I'm just taking the darker gray color that I used on my lids, and I'm just gonna smoke it out with that, my bottom lash line. And then one of my favorites, this is the Dior Addict It Lash Mascara, and I just like to use a little bit of that. I don't use falsies very often, like not even at all. This is the Clear Brow Gel by Anastasia, and I'm just going to use it to set my eyebrows. And then the Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara. which is one of my favorites. It's only $10. It does dry quickly though, so I usually get a new one like every other month. And then for bronzer, I'm going to use the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. And this is one of my favorites, and of course it smells like chocolate. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to go on to blush, which is the NARS Guy Bourdain Holiday Blush Palette. And again, I'm sorry that they don't sell it anymore, but you can buy the individual color in a local Sephora right now. So I think the color that I used was Orgasm. I then will use the Becca highlighter in Opal to highlight my face a little bit, just on the cheekbones and a little bit on my nose, of course. And I think this is a great look for fall. It's not quite fall yet here in Texas. I mean, it is, but it's hot, but I like it. It's like a more subtle gray smoky eye look. And that's the look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions about any of the products I use in the comments below. Thank you, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye!